Cancer.
Hello Cancer, and this is your May forecast for 2013, and you're going to have a busy month, different from what it just has been, because now you're going to have all these planets just moving through your hopes and dreams and your friendships and anything that where you're connected to some organizations. You might be reaching for wanting to focus more on your gains, not necessarily income, but speculative things here, and having a little fun with that. And I think that can behoove you too, as you focus on how you can improve those things that you love. It's moving through, these planets are moving through your 11th house in the sign of Taurus, and this is why I'm thinking it kind of connects into those things that you appreciate. And of course, Taurus also rules money, but it also rules love. Venus is the ruler of Taurus, and it is currently there as we start off the month. And so for you, it will be there till the 9th in this house before it's going to take a little hiatus in the 12th house. But we're starting off on the top of the month here, and Mercury is moving into Taurus on this very first day. So it's like the shift coming out of April into May is suddenly from having thought so much, used so much energy on the mental level within career. Now it's like taking a break from that and now seeing that you can be more social, reaching out to your friends and to groups and networking in that sense. So there's like this big sigh of relief that you can now start thinking about a little bit more fun than where you have been, because April was a little busy, a little tough, really having to focus on issues of work and career and those challenges that many of you did go through. So this break is good, and you so deserve it. And then we have the Sun also in good talks here with Pluto on the very same day, on May 1st. And the Sun is you. You know, that's who you are. It's your consciousness. It's your spirit. Pluto, the planet of transformation, power, how you empower yourself and your own inner, should I say, authenticity. And this is coming across here between you and your partnerships or marriage. So on this day, you might feel more empowered to take up and discuss certain issues that have been important, that's been lingering and working at the back of your mind. You might now feel that you not just have the courage, but you have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the facts too to do so. And on the 3rd, we have Mercury and Neptune. Mercury, your thoughts, Neptune, your visions. And they're transiting here in a good aspect where I see how your mind starts dreaming, okay, daydreaming or dreaming new visions of what it is you want to complete and accomplish down the road. So make sure that you think big. Neptune is vast and it's boundless, limitless. So you will see how beautiful it is to be in the flow. And, you know, don't doubt. You might come across some daydreams where you think, oh, but I can't achieve that. You know, that's like way beyond my reach. It's not. Nothing is beyond your reach, Cancer. You can obtain exactly what it is you want to obtain. But we can never bring it into manifestation if we can't perceive it in our thoughts first. So allow yourself to really expand. This is a quick transit. It's not going to last long, but the good thing is that when it moves away here from this Neptune right now and out of your 11th house, it's going to go into the 12th house of this Neptunian energy. So you may be able to catch up on whatever these first visions and dreams are that you get now. You can expand upon them next month. Promise me to dream big, Cancer. You dream beautiful dreams when you do, and you deserve to achieve the best, because there's been so much stress in your life, and there still will be stresses We've talked about that on the earlier forecasts. It's going to be lingering around for a while with these outer planets. So to balance up those things, you know, allow yourself this time to foresee yourself in the future. We're not talking about dreaming something coming into existence next month. You know, we're right now I'm talking about where do you see yourself, you know, down the road, 6 months from now, a year from now, 3 to 5 years from now. Really put it on that horizon, because it's our goals that are on that horizon that helps us push through the hard times, because we know where we're heading. We don't get lost in the confusion or in the crises. Crises are important because it shocks us out of where we no longer need to be in our relationships. We don't have to put up with negative relationships just to have one. No, we can shed those things so that we can perfect and draw to us those happier, more harmonious and spiritual, growing, growthful relationships too. And it's been a little shaky in relationships, but, you know, not for all of you, but for some of you. So, you know, put your intention of the highest ideal on that horizon. It's going to get you through the storms. Trust me. Now, also, we have on the 5th, we got Mercury and Saturn. They're kind of working together here, trying to think, okay, but how do I get there? Now, I've been dreaming for a few days, you know, since the 3rd. But how do I get there? I got this challenge, this tug of war. It's Mercury and then Saturn. Saturn being in your 5th house, Mercury in the 11th, so Pluto is going to come in, which gives you drive and ambition. You know, gives you that fire and that momentum. And it's partnering up here with Pluto, which is really powerful. So who says you can't move mountains? You will on this day. You will see that the power of your thoughts can actually break through whatever you thought or perceived only a few months ago would have been impossible. Well, look at you now. You are breaking through. This Mars and Pluto, it's coming from the 11th house, so it's coming from your hopes, dreams, and wishes, and it's coming over here to your partnerships, relationships, and together I see this unified energy, how you communicate what is important to you. You're so considerate that you put other people, you know, in front at times, but now it's all about what you think. What you assimilate as your inner, or should I say also higher truth, is going to come into the picture here and give you that trust, give you that support, and conviction is actually what I'm looking for. Giving you the conviction of the words you speak to your partner, whether that is a spouse or whether it is a business partnership. You are in the high seat, and you will be heard, and you will be respected for your integrity. Good for you. And that is followed in next day. You might already get some feedback on this. They may turn around, come back to you and say, you know what, you're right. You know, I've thought about what you said here, and you're right. And this will absolutely tickle your heart. You will feel so empowered, not just because this one situation alone, it's larger than that, Cancer. It's that you actually did it. It's that you actually dared to trust yourself and your highest truth and to express it to the person that you've feared for a long time and have them come around and say you were right. This is going to give you new roots, okay, for the future. And because it's proven to you that when you speak your highest truth, it can never go wrong. And when we speak our truth, it comes from a place of love for all of the above, for everybody included, for the higher good, even of that partner, and for as for yourself. When we fear, you know, we stuff, and then we get into these entanglements and power struggles and power issues. And since you have Pluto going through your 7th house, you know what I'm talking about, because a lot of you are into these power struggles in relationships. So when we cast fear to the winds, we find that newborn strength, that we don't have to shut up and suppress and then out it comes in this huge eruption. No, when we speak our highest truth, it's from a place of love. For you, for him, you know, or if you're a guy, it's for you and for her. And then you find this new balance. This is like new pearls found. And you know, hold them and use them for the future, because now you just had a breakthrough in your own conscious thinking. This is going to heal you here on the 7th, because this Mars Pluto aspect that you had, Mercury is also joining up with Chiron, which is healing. So you're going to have this big breakthrough of, oh my God, that was so refreshing, that was so healing, to actually speak that truth. And now you can start weeding away all the scabs of the old wounds that you've been carrying for a long time, because you don't have to hold on to the resentment or the bitterness or whatever, because now you've found a way to heal yourself. I think that many of you have been waiting for this other party to come with apologies to you so you can be healed. But when you choose to walk this path, you will find out healing is not dependent on the perpetrator, whoever hurt you, the abuser or whoever in the past. You are the key to your own healing. This is the magic of Pluto. We're going to do classes. You'll hear more about Pluto, so pay attention to that. But see, you're touching on it right now, and this is why I want to talk to you about it, because it's so powerful. It's not just what you accomplish in the moments of healing in this isolated situation. It's the awareness and the consciousness of what you just achieved doing this, that you can take the knowledge from it and apply it in weeks, months, years to come. Because now you know you are the master of your own happiness. You are the master of what you will put up with and not. And you also have found the liberating truth, or the liberating strength of speaking your truth with no fear. Good for you. The universe is great and full of gifts. Now, as we speak of that, just as you've had this breakthrough, Venus is going to move into Gemini on the 9th. And that is in it's communication, how you speak. And now you're going to start implementing this in different ways, because Gemini is the communicator, and it's so diversified, it kind of moves on more level than one. It's not linear. So I think you're going to be really, really happy, and it's going to give you a little break, because it's the 12th house. Now you can move within, you can reflect. 12th house is the area, and you're going to be moving into this next month. So you're going to get a little taste here as Mercury goes in first, followed by the Sun, then it's going to follow by Venus. 12th house is wrapping it up from last year. Okay, we go through this every single year. We start off on a new personal year, and we walk through life, through all these sections, these 12 houses of life. Then we move into the 12th house, and then we reflect. What worked? What didn't work? What do you want to take with you into the next year? You know, the next 12 months. And what do you want to leave behind that didn't really serve you any purpose? So Mercury is going to go in there, and it's going to, Venus is going to go in there first, and it will be reflecting and thinking. It's going to join up there because the new moon is just on the cusp here of your going into your 12th house, but it is in your 11th on May 9th, and that new moon is all about planting seeds of how you want this next year to look like, as far as where you're at now, you know, with your hopes, your dreams, with groups and people and friends. You know, you can get so absorbed into your marriage, your children, and the challenges there with Uranus also in, where is Uranus in your chart? Didn't get that. Yeah, your 9th house. So, no, I'm sorry, it's in your 10th house. So with the challenges between home and partnership, children, career, it's been like this for you. And boy, if anybody can do a balance, you do, Cancer. You've done so great. It's going to be with you for a while. So I think right now, by planting those new intentions of how you want to take more time off to spend with friends, you're seeing how healing it is, how important it is to get your mind off of everything else. You know, to go hang out with your friends and not think about the career, not think about the marriage, not think about the children, because that is all you do. You know, you're born to be the homemaker, you know, to be the nurturer of everybody around you, that you forget to nurture yourself. Now, friends is a very big part of that nurturing energy. So try to make a goal of it that at least every once a week or every other week that you can go out and just have fun with your friends. That's a great affirmation for you this month. Then we have the day of surprise of the month. Venus rules money, rules love, those things that you value, and it is going to be sextiling Uranus, which is the planet of the unexpected. This is coming between your 12th house and your career house. And for you, I think that this is all going to be something that you have earned that might come unexpectedly to you. And probably from a boss, or it could be a breakthrough that you've been working on yourself, where you've been wanting to kind of expand. Uranus is the one that breaks through. So good for you, pay attention to the 18th. And then we have the sun moving into this 12th house of seclusion, to go in and reflect, to be the observer, to see what works, what doesn't work. It's also that time to kind of just heal and soothe within. Also, there is going to be on that very same day, though, an exact alignment of that Uranus-Pluto square that we've been talking about, which is between career and your partnership house, your marriage. Friction there. But I see it's going to be a good one for you, just because of these other planets that are working on your behalf, kind of shoring it up on this side. And that Mercury is going to be aligned with Uranus, so it's like if any talks are needed, you're going to be super fast. You're going to be finding the exact right words at the right moment. So talk about channeling. You're going to be channeling on the 20th. And then a beautiful day here at the 28th. Venus and Jupiter are going to be aligned, breaking through, bringing gift. There's abundance, and I gotta go get that phone. So sorry about that. I thought I had turned off all phones, but here we go. Yes, that Venus and Jupiter on the 28th. Venus is money, it's love, it's those things that we really appreciate. Jupiter is that beautiful planet of luck and abundance. It's always the nicest planet to have on your side. And these two together will bring you something on the 28th, so pay attention to it. It is between your, it is in your 12th house. So things karmically that you worked for, okay? I always talk about a karmic bank, which doesn't belong to the 2nd house or the 8th house, you know, your own money or other people's money. But the karmic bank are those things that either you have lost, say, something in the past, or you invested and lost that way. It could be money that you gave out that you never saw come back. It could be just gifts of the heart that you've been helping people at some point in your life. And here comes this karmic bank bestowing it upon you. And whatever and however it's going to come to you, whether in form of money or gifts, or it could just be something that's very heartfelt, you will receive this on the 28th. I'd love to hear what it is going to be about for you, so do comments down below when it happens. And then we're ending the month on shifting gears as Mercury moves into your 1st house. And this is a time for you throughout all of June then, where you can start communicating more these things that you have been contemplating, figuring out new goals and so forth. And it's also in your sign, so this would be a time where you're going to be quite happy and feeling that you're at home with your communication, everything is aligned. And Mars is also here on the 30th, changing signs too. It's going to be moving out of this 11th house. It will be moving into your 12th house. So once again, you know, you're going to start feeling here, and we'll talk about that in the June video of how you can start pulling back some of the energies that you've externally been giving out the last 2 years. Mars takes 2 years to go around the chart once. And so when it goes into rest here now, it's more like, okay, where have I been these last 2 years? Where did I put my energy? Did I place it in good places? Where did I overexpend energy that was not appreciated? You know, and then you're going to be thinking whether to or not expending that energy in those areas again, or whether you want to make choices now to kind of place it where you know that you can achieve more. More on that in June. This is going to be very important for you, so do come back, subscribe so you get it to your inbox. And that was it for this month. Oh, I didn't mention the full moon eclipse, which is on the 24th, and naturally I need to mention that this is going to be in your 6th house. Full moons will always give us the harvest. We harvest what we've worked for this last month. Falling in your 6th house, it's going to be focusing on how you now can start, shall I say, strategizing your day-to-day work, your efforts. You'll become more aware of where you're wasting energy, you know, time going with no completion of anything, and where you can become more strategized, organized. But this is more than just a full moon. This is also a full moon eclipse. So where can you eclipse those things that don't work for you on a day-to-day basis? You know, there's going to be a cleanup there. It also rules your coworkers. So if there has been issues with any coworkers around you, you will see that somehow, some way, this is going to be dealt with, and those issues will also be eclipsed away from you. But that is then the end of this chart. I will see you next month, Cancer, and it was always good to see you again. Bye now.